Hello. Okay, so part two to my allergy stuff. Now, this video ended up taking longer than I really intended it to, so sorry about that. And here, I gotta fix this. There we go. So anyway, all right, so here I am. The doctor tells me, he's like, well, because he's like, have you ever had an allergy test? And I said, no. So he's like, okay, come back in a week. And he says, go talk to my, the front people. And they're like, the front people were like, okay, well, we scheduled for next week. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll see you in a week. So the next week rolls around, and I come back in, and they're like, have you taken any Benadryl and whatever? And I said, well, yes, of course. And they're like, we can't do the test. And I'm like, why the hell not? You think this would have been something you would have told me last week? And they're like, oh, they should have told you. Somebody should have told you. And I'm like, nobody told me I needed to not take my, because I've never, like I said, I've never experienced allergies in my life. This was when I was still stupidly taking Benadryl to counteract the allergy symptoms, because I didn't know Claritin was a thing, or, any of the second generation allergy medicine. I didn't know any of that was a thing. So I'd end up like, okay, guys, I have to go take Benadryl, and I'm going to probably go take a nap, and that's where, whatever. But so anyway, then they're like, okay, well, we'll reschedule you because you need to not have any, antihistamines in your body. So I don't remember if it was a week or 2 weeks. It would stand to reason 2 weeks, because it takes 2 weeks for allergy medicine to really kick in. And I'm finally going to get to what I was actually going to talk about, but I had to give some backstory, I guess. So anyway, this friend of mine, after I'm telling her all these things, and she's like, nobody just develops allergies. You can't just develop them. They're with you for your whole life. And I'm like, that's not what I've been reading at all. And she's like, well, you've obviously been reading stuff that's not right. Well, come to find out that she actually is wrong. You can develop allergies at any age. You can develop them as a kid. You can outgrow them as a kid. And an adult, not have them. You can get allergies in your 40s, 30s, 20s, 60s, 80s. You can get allergies at any age. That's just your body screwing up and reading signals wrong and going, oh my God, there's something invading. We gotta. Anyway, so, all right, now the reason why. Well, anyway, so me and that friend, we don't really talk anymore. She and I had a few disagreements about certain things. She's also the girl that won't let her daughter stay over at my house because she never taught her kid how to properly go to bed in a proper time, right? Where I don't have to tell my kids. I'm like, okay, go to bed whenever. On a weekend, I don't really tell them anything. When they were littler, I was telling them, go to bed at 9. And, they would. But, now, this kid is a teenager. She's 16. I don't have to tell a teenager when to go to bed. If they're sleeping over here, I do my thing, they do their thing. And if they want to stay up all night, that's their problem. That means they still have to get up the next day and function as a normal person, even if I treat that the same way as if you wanted to go out drinking in the nighttime. Your ass better be up in the morning and being able to do shit. Otherwise, don't go out drinking so much or whatever, the same kind of thing. Anyway, so we're not really friends anymore because of that, because she thinks that I should be more authoritarian towards her child. And it's like, I'm not that authoritarian towards my own children. Anyway, so with the whole allergy things, now, in the more recent years, after I know I have allergies and I took that test, I know what I'm allergic to, come around this time every year, for the last 2 years now, this is the second year, this is the third year that I've had this issue, where I'll put my contacts in, and my eyes just, they're producing more of this, more eye boogies. I don't know what else to call them. Just eye boogies. Anyway, when I went into the doctor last year around this time, and they're like, because I was starting to have issues where, like, the inside of my eye would hurt when I'd blink, and what it was my eyes were soaring up, and And they're like, you have pink eye. And I'm like, what? And they're like, don't worry, it's not contagious. It's because of your allergies. And I'm like, oh, well, actually, they didn't say pink eye. They said conjunctivitis or whatever the, doctor term is. But, I'm not a doctor. I don't use doctor terms. I'm not. So anyway, he gave me some medicine, and I've been taking it, but it's not kicked in yet, and I can tell that I need to go wash my contacts. When I blink, I got this film on them. And that's what I wanted to talk about, was for the allergies. This is so annoying. I have to go take my contact out, wash it, rinse out my eye, rub it a couple times, make sure everything's all clean in there, make sure my contact is nice and clean, put it back in, and I'll have to do it again in a couple hours. That's what's annoying about having these allergies that attack my eyes now. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. So, all right, bye.